Thank you for joining us. I'm Tommy Lopez. As it turns out, all three men facing charges in a plot to kidnap a judge got the same punishment. A judge sentenced a third suspect today to 5 years in prison. Our Ali Martin was in the Tupelo courtroom and has more for us tonight.
The court sentences you to a term of 5 years in the custody of the Mississippi Department of Corrections.
Thomas Waddell showed no emotion as Judge Betty Sanders read his sentence, 10 years in prison with 5 suspended. Waddell pleaded guilty earlier this month to 1 count of conspiracy to commit burglary and 1 count of conspiracy to kidnap. Waddell, along with William Randolph and Matthew Fowler, were arrested in January 2016 after witnesses overheard them at the Tupelo Holiday Inn plotting to burglarize the home of Judge Paul Funderburk and kidnap the judge if he happened to be at his residence. The 3 said they were trying to make money to buy drugs. Waddell admitted he was abusing illegal drugs when he made the threats against Judge Funderburk, but since then claims he has turned his life around through a Christian-based rehab program. In fact, a string of character witnesses, including Waddell's mother, ex-wife, and former co-workers, say he is definitely a new man. His attorney, Shirley Byers, said an alternative to prison would best suit her client.
I would ask the court that he would be ordered to complete the drug court program.
Judge Paul Funderburk was called to the witness stand by the prosecution. The judge requested members of the media not take any photos or video of him in the court. The judge did say he's hopeful that Waddell has had a change of heart, but he encouraged the court to give Waddell prison time because of the seriousness of the crime. Afterwards, the judge met with members of the media in his office, and he had a lot of people to thank.
First of all, I would like to thank the 2 private citizens who were at the motel and overheard the 3 meth heads plotting to break into my home, rob, and kidnap me. A lot of people nowadays don't want to get involved, and they know who they are.
Prosecutor Stanley Alexander says justice was served, and he says there is a clear lesson from this case.
The lesson is, first of all, be careful what you say, and certainly no one should sit around and plot and scheme on crimes to commit on citizens. There's a law against that.
In Tupelo, I'm Ali Martin, WCBI News.
Randolph and Fowler were also sentenced to 5 years in prison in that case.